On this episode of Four Letter Nerds, we are going to be talking about 3 of our favorite zombie representations in any media. So that includes video games, books, comic books, movies, TV shows, porn, anything you want.
I didn't even talk about that. You're the worst. Top 3, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. My third choice is kind of rando choice, which is Game of Thrones. Which, if you're a zombie purist, you're probably not going to like this episode anyway. But
we already agreed none of us are zombie purists,
right?
For the purposes of this TV show.
Exactly.
We are zombie nerds.
Yes. So I just like the idea of the White Walkers and how it's like this underlying theme throughout the book. It's very subtle. It's a very subtle zombie story, which you're not really aware that that's even what it is until shit goes down, and then you're like, oh.
My top 3, one of them is definitely the Night of the Living Dead remake. I love the original movie too. You know, George A. Romero did work on the screenplay. I think he produced the movie also. But the remake is so great. And it's kind of in a similar way that I think that the Walking Dead TV show is kind of superior to the comics, just because Robert Kirkman gets to kind of correct whatever. So George Romero gets like a second chance at Night of the Living Dead, and I think that all of the plot points that were a little weirder in the first one get smoothed over. It's nice to see it in color. You don't have like hands made of clay that are being smashed when they break through the walls.
My third favorite zombie movie, as schlocky as it is, a throwback to the old Grindhouse movies is, of course, Planet Terror. With you have characters that have machine gun legs.
You just gave me a nerd boner.
Yeah, it was amazing, you know. A lot of fun, campy characters together in Quentin Tarantino's and Robert Rodriguez's world in their version of zombies. So.
My number 3 is probably one of my favorite zombie stories of all time. Shaun of the Dead, I think, is one of the best takes on how to deal with the subject matter and the genre appropriately, but not walk away from the fact that it's a comedy. And Simon Pegg and Nick Frost have impeccable taste on how to do goofy, stupid humor and throw dumb, nerdy shit into it.
With the power of Grayskull.
Hell yeah.
When it's in your plan to go rescue your mom and kill your stepdad before trying to survive the zombie apocalypse, you're taking a pretty good turn.
Yeah.
I like that one of the weapons that they use is old records and a cricket bat. It's also one of the only movies where people, before a zombie apocalypse happens, have seen a zombie movie.
Yeah. We're not using the Z word.
Hey! Go for the head.
And aren't just like, what are these horrible things that are wandering around and moaning like they're having sex? You know, it's not like, it's not an idiot parade the entire movie of people who have no fucking idea what they're talking about.
Number 2 would be Day by Day Armageddon by J.L. Bourne, which is a less known zombie apocalypse book, but J.L. Bourne was in the military, and so he has a lot of knowledge about how to appropriately handle the situation. It's a great learning format to what maybe you would do in an apocalypse, because there's a lot of logic behind everything that he does.
My second favorite is the Dawn of the Dead remake. Yes, I love Romero's sequel, Dawn of the Dead, but what Zack Snyder did with that story concept, holding up in a mall.
Come on, Jessica. Come on, Tori. Let's go to the mall. You won't be sorry.
Trying on shoes while the zombies try to break.
Yes, absolutely. Why not? That was a no holds barred, fun, action, violent, gory, relentlessly paced zombie
What's the Thai guy? The
Ty Burrell is amazing.
Really good.
He's such an ass in that movie.
Yeah, he is.
He's like, it's nice
Cannot
to see.
wait for him to die.
It's nice to see we've all bonded throughout this catastrophe. You know,
Which, if you watch him on Modern Family, you cannot believe is nearly the same person.
Phil, he's Phil Dunphy.
Yes.
So my second favorite is it's two movies. It's Quarantine/Wreck. Quarantine is the American version of Wreck, which was a Spanish film, but essentially they're both like the handheld footage, which works amazing in a zombie film. It's so scary and so great. You're so in it as these people are being quarantined and are trying to understand what's happening around them. It's so close to how I would feel if that were happening to me. The only thing worse than being in a zombie apocalypse is being trapped in a building. No, trapped in a building where the zombies
all
are
the tenants
there.
are turning into
everyone is quarantined and becoming zombies around each other.
Zombie rabies victim.
Yeah, it's such a great diversion of here's what else can we do with zombies? Oh, handheld footage.
So my next choice is a little bit off the beaten path. It is the remake of the original Resident Evil storyline that was remade for GameCube. It is my favorite video game of all time. I am a little zombie obsessed. And one of the reasons that I chose it over the original was that the first Resident Evil had the worst voice acting in any fucking video game of all time. Fran Drescher could have done the whole thing for the first game. It was fucking horrid. I love the old style with the fixed camera angles that really built suspense and really pulled you into this world, and it really fucking stresses you out.
Fuck yeah.
At the time that I was playing it, I lived in an apartment, and it was dark, and it was late, and all the lights were out in my house, and I was really trying to perpetuate the atmosphere of this game, and there were several times where I literally was seconds away from pissing my pants.
Is that what you're about?